के छ हामीहरु All good?
Yes.
Have a seat. Hello, this is Shisir Wagle, your commercial ambassador of House of Fashion Nepal, and also Mr. Supranational Nepal 2023.
Hi, my name is Aishwarya Dhakal. I'm the brand ambassador of House of Fashion Nepal, and I'm a fifth-year law student at the National Law University of Delhi.
I've mentioned a couple of times that ENVOGUE ma आउँछु भनेर चाहिँ आएको थिएन, but मेरो family नानु र मामुले चाहिँ like every time go ENVOGUE ma जाऊ. I think you have the capability to win that competition भनिरहेको थियो. After COVID, let's give it a try भन्ने भएको थियो. Audition मा दिए, गए, and हाम्रो सबै यो ट्रेनिङ सेसन्सहरु हुन्थ्यो नि. ट्रेनिङ सेसन्सहरुमा चाहिँ गुलमेल हुँदै जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ I was passionate about modeling भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ त्यसपछि थाहा पाएँ. Then yeah, I'm the commercial ambassador of House of Fashion Nepal अहिले. What about your experience, Aishwarya?
I always wanted to be a part of a modeling competition, but I always felt like I lacked some skills, and I thought I needed some grooming prior to joining such competition. So I don't quite exactly remember the year, but like 3-4 years before I joined ENVOGUE, I also was a part of House of Fashion Nepal organized Gorcity workshop programs. So I was a part of that one first. त्यसपछि after the workshop experience, I got a few offers to do photo shoots here and there. So I got to I got to experience the modeling industry quite closely then, and when COVID happened, I got to know that House of Fashion Nepal is coming up with its brand new season of ENVOGUE. So I thought this is the right opportunity because I was in Nepal studying, and मेरो इन्डियामा क्लासेस कहिले सुरु हुन्थ्यो भनेर थाहा पनि थिएन. So I thought it's the greatest, like it's a good opportunity for me. So I joined ENVOGUE like that. Yeah, season 8.
So ENVOGUE को experience was surreal भन्छु. The finale moment and everything. सोच्दैखेरि हैन, ओहो त्यो भित्रैबाट हुन्छ नि. जिरिङ्ग हुने खालको गुजबम्स आउने खालको एक्सपिरियन्स थियो. अनि ओभरअल एक्सपिरियन्स त धेरै कुरा लर्न गरियो. डिफरेन्ट पर्सनालिटिजहरुबाट ग्रुमिङ पनि भएको थियो. And I guess त्यसपछि नै धेरै कुरा सिक्यो मोडलिङको बारेमा पनि and everything. पर्सनालिटी ग्रुमिङ पनि भयो अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि मलाई चाहिँ अलिकति सुप्रामा जाँदाखेरि पनि एडभान्टेज भएको थियो बिकज आई हेभ लर्न समथिङ प्रायर नि त अनि त्यो भएर चाहिँ मलाई एडभान्टेज पनि भएको थियो सुप्रामा जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ धेरै कुरा सिकियो अनि त्यही हो इट्स गोइङ वेट अहिलेसम्म
मेरो लागि चाहिँ जब मैले मोडलिङ ENVOGUE जोइन गरेँ त्यति बेला चाहिँ आई थिंक I had limited amount of information कि modeling यस्तो हुन्छ त्यस्तो हुन्छ. I knew that I had to go through the training phase and त्यसपछि लास्टमा फिनालेमा जाने हो and त्यसपछि I thought whatever happens for a reason, so I was kind of limited. I went there with a limited expectation and a limited information, but then once I became part of the training phase, then there were so many personalities that used to come and like give us classes. So I got to know that modeling is not just about your physical experience, but it's so much more than that. It's about how you nurture yourself, how you groom yourself, how you get prepared for constructive criticisms, because that is something that everyone lacks. That is something that no one is ever really taught, right? So training phases we got so much of like personality development trainings, so all of that helped a lot. And obviously the finale was very surreal for me because I never imagined I would become the brand ambassador. I had only dreamt of it, but I never thought I would get to live my dream like that. So it was a very surreal moment for me.
So winning moment like competition भइरहेको थियो अनि who will become the winner, commercial ambassador हुन्छ, first runner up हुन्छ, second runner up हुन्छ, विनरै हुँदैन भन्ने खालको नि परिरहेको थियो. Training phase बाट हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ all were performing good.
I know the energy in the background. It was so like everyone was nervous, everyone was shivering. Nobody knew like who is going to be the next face.
And त्यो experience चाहिँ अब winner, commercial ambassador of House of Fashion Nepal, Shisir Wagle भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो छुट्टै आनन्द आउँदो रहेछ के like त्यो out of this world experience भन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ मैले फिल गरिरहेको थिएँ. ट्रेनिङ फेजहरुबाट कसरी हामी विनर सम्म पुग्यो भनेर चाहिँ सोचे भने चाहिँ छोटो छ तर एक्सपिरियन्स वाज अमेजिङ. इट वाज अमेजिङ.
So for me, backstage I was very much nervous. किनभने ब्रान्ड एम्बेसडरको टाइटल चाहिँ सबैभन्दा लास्टमा अनाउन्स भएको थियो. सो हुन्छ नि पहिला अब हाम्रो के थियो टाइटल दिस टाइम फर भयो, त्यसपछि कमर्सियल एम्बेसडर, यो सबै टाइटलहरू भयो. एन्ड आई वाज लाइक ओके आई डिड नट गेट दिस, आई डिड नट गेट द्याट, ओके सो लाइक देयर इज वान लास्ट टाइटल रिमेनिङ,
लास्ट होप.
सो आई थिङ्क आई वाज क्वाइट कन्फिडेन्ट द्याट आई कुड विन इट. किनभने त्यो हाम्रो जुन त्यो ट्रेनिङ फेज थियो त्यति बेला नै वी कुड जस्ट लाइक इजिली फिगर आउट को कन्टेस्टेन्ट्सको के स्ट्यान्डिङ थियो. किनभने वी वर अ पार्ट अफ इट, लाइक वी स्पोक, लाइक वी वर अ पार्ट अफ द एक्सपिरियन्स, राइट? सो इन अ वे आई वाज kind of confident that I could win it, but not like overconfidence ki okay, you know, I'm going to surely win. So like when they announced my name, it was ekdamai thrilling for me. I went in the stage and I remember like Simran Chake, she like the former ENVOGUE brand ambassador, she took her crown and put it on my head, and I remember like it was such a it felt very burdening, but at the same time I felt like okay, you know, it's resting on this. I think I felt like it was a well-deserved win. And obviously, I mean, the experience after the title has been amazing. Like, I've gotten great opportunities from different, you know, places, different fronts. And it's been great so far. Yeah. And I'm loving the experience. And I know that I'm not going to, you know, easily let go of this modeling field that I'm in. It's just like whatever I've been able to do so far has just boosted me, has fueled my fire to do more, and I'm excited for the next chapter. But what I remember is that I had a great time in the training session, and also I remember the trip that we took to that Gorkha resort. It was amazing. Like it was the first time, you know, like all the participants were out of their like houses. Like we were in one place for 2-3 nights. It was for 2-3 nights, right? If I remember it correctly. So, like, we could, like, you know, really see who those people were, and it was really amazing. And also the games and the challenges that were given to us. Like, we had to jump into the swimming pool in such a cold, like, winter night. It was, like, I feel like that was one of the most funniest incidents, because I never had thought, you know, I would dip myself into, even, like, dip my toes into a water that cold in the winter night. So like to just like, you know, dive into the swimming pool. And also particularly me, I had recently learned how to float. And you know, like to go and like swim and then, you know, play that game was kind of challenging for me and funny as well.
Yeah, fun incident, I think. Funny that a fun incident in Gorkha go, because we were let to do everything we want. I mean, je chhau tei dekhhauna paeko thiyam ni ta. Such restrictions as such केही पनि थिएन. So that was the best incident अहिलेसम्मको लागि हाम्रो ENVOGUE हैन.
One of the core highlights of our training program was that we were expected to be punctual, right? We were expected to be in our best clothes, in our best discipline. And sometimes when, you know, certain people lacked that, we used to get scoldings and also. I feel like it was not a funny incident, but it just like, you know, groomed us into being who we are right now. So yeah.
That's it. I think she is jolly, fun-loving person, pet lover, huh?
No, I'm scared of pets.
Oh no.
Scared of any animal.
And she has something to do for the society, I think, to the poor and like. त्यही हो जस्तो लाग्छ. अनि as a human being, what to say, yaar? we have known.
Like we went to the same school. Yeah. He was my senior in school, and we were we had 4 different houses in our school, and we both were in the same red house. Yeah. And he was the captain of our house, and I was one of the prefects. So I mean, we knew each other पहिला देखि नै, and I mean I think he was like one of my closest friends in the competition, and I think we like made some pretty like, you know, good memories there. Yeah, like we used to sit together, you know, like in the training sessions, and then we were like, I think we were like buddies, you know, great buddies.
Yeah, Aishwarya, I think you should work on this one too.
Yeah, exactly.
And Shisir, you should work on this one too. I think हामी चाहिँ त्यहाँ गएर एकअर्कालाई सपोर्ट गरेर पनि I think
like we used to like, you know, criticize each other, like constructive criticisms. And then I remember this specific day, it was talent hunt, and then I had just like finished my end semester examinations, and I had not at all prepared for talent hunt. So I went to the location. He was already there, he had already sang his song, and I was really, you know, like torn apart between, you know, should I dance or should I sing? So like I met him and then he was like, you know what, like he asked me to sing my in front of him. I sang that and he was like, yeah, just go ahead with this, it's good. And he also like offered his hand at you know, playing the instrument for me, but I think it did not happen. But
you sang it in a karaoke, I guess.
Yeah, I sang it in a karaoke.
It was good experience as a person. You're good, you're jolly, you're a happy person.
So all in all, I would say Shisir Dai is very helpful. He is, I think, honest as well. Like if he does not like something, or if he feels like, you know, a person should work on something, he'll just say it outright. He'll not like sugarcoat things. So I think one thing that I really like about him is his honesty, and also like how far he's come. Like, you know, you cannot just be a commercial ambassador or a supranational just like that. Like there's a great amount of hard work and dedication that's required, and I feel like I always saw that in you, and I'm so glad that you became who you are right now. And I also wish you all the best for your future endeavors, and I hope you bring home the crown and the title.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Support system has to be my family at the end, because म अहिले जे छु, I think it's all because of family. मलाई ENVOGUE पठाउन पनि फ्यामिलीकै हात छ. अब ENVOGUE नगएको भए I wouldn't have known about modeling and everything. अनि प्यासनेट रहेछु भन्ने पनि थाहा हुन्थेन. अनि म अहिले सुप्रानेसनलमा जाने अपर्च्युनिटी पनि यही फिल्डबाट आएको. सो आई थिङ्क सबै कुरामा चाहिँ अब यो मोडलिङ फिल्ड यस्तो उस्तो भनेर लाइक फ्यामिलीले सपोर्ट गरेर हुँदैन, तर आई थिङ्क मलाई चाहिँ फ्यामिलीले नै पुस गरेर आएको छ कि यसमा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि, फ्यामिलीले पुस गरेर आज म जे छु सुप्रानेसनल नेपाल कमर्सियल एम्बेसेडर जे छु, सबै मेरो इच एन्ड एभ्री कुरामा चाहिँ फ्यामिलीले सपोर्टले गर्दै नै म अहिले जहाँ छु त्यही छु जस्तो चाहिँ मलाई लाग्छ. सो फ्यामिली इज माई greatest supporter.
Same for me as well. I mean, I consider myself to be very lucky to have my family's back and support throughout the journey, because like you said, modeling has been, you know, characterized as this stereotypical thing in our society, right? Yeah. Like people assume that, you know, modeling is just for physical appearance, right? But it's so much more than that, like we've already experienced. I mean, and also in the modern world, right? I feel like, and I also believe that House of Fashion Nepal has contributed so much into changing this entire narrative towards modeling industry in Nepal. Like they have, I think, pushed the boundaries. Even like when we talk about the theme this time, right, You Matter, it talks about how, you know, every contestant's voice matters. And I also believe that House of Fashion has provided this platform where they don't judge a participant based on their, you know, marital status or their age or their gender, or, you know, which ethical or racial background they come from, what is their height like, what is their skin complexion, right? I feel like it has like done away with all these fake and irrelevant factors in our society, and it really, you know, looks into a person's passion, a person's discipline, and a person's you know, kind of like effort they want to put in. So I feel like, and I genuinely feel like it's a kudos to, you know, House of Fashion Nepal for like being such a change maker in our society and trying to shift the dynamics from such a stereotypical traditional mold of modeling into this new, you know, like inclusive and diverse modeling picture. So I feel like, yeah, but I know that I shifted a bit from my from the topic we're talking about. So coming back to who influences me the most and who is my biggest supporter, I feel like my family and my friends are my greatest supporter. And also, like, I believe House of Fashion Nepal has been my greatest supporter as well, because after I won the title, I mean, any sponsorships, any like offers that I get is through House of Fashion Nepal. So like Oshima ma'am has especially like been my greatest supporter in the modeling industry per se.
Best of luck. अनि do what you think you are capable of. अनि आफूलाई चाहिँ कहिले पनि underestimate चाहिँ नगर्नु, overestimate पनि नगर्नु, तर do your best. आफूले आफूलाई चाहिँ मोटिभेट राखिराख्नु, किनकि I think you have the power to change the world. अनि आफैमा मोटिभेसन ल्याग भयो भने चाहिँ I think त्यो जस्तो नराम्रो केही हुँदैन. सो आफूले आफूलाई जहिले पनि मोटिभेट राख्नु. अनि ट्रेनिङ सेसन्सहरुमा चाहिँ आई गेस जे सिक्न सक्नुहुन्छ सिक्नुस्, त्योभन्दा बढी पनि सिक्ने प्रयास गर्नुस् भन्छु मैले चाहिँ, किनकि लाइक डिफ्रेन्ट पर्सनालिटिजहरु आइसकेपछि उहाँको एक्सपिरियन्सबाट नि एउटा मोटिभेसन फ्याक्टर आउन सक्छ, तर until and unless you implement in your life, nothing's gonna work.
I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity how House of Fashion Nepal is, providing this training plus personal grooming classes. I feel like, obviously, I mean, you try to learn as much as you can from these training sessions, because obviously they don't just help you in your personal life but in your professional life as well. And also like a bit of an advice and a suggestion from my side, because this is how I felt and what I tried to inculcate in my like training journeys, was that try to protect my originality and also like try to bring in societal changes and try to let go of the norm. And yeah, I mean, all the best for your journey, and I hope the well-deserved one's been.
Yeah, supranational को journey चाहिँ it started with एउटा willingness हुन्छ नि नेपाललाई कुनै न कुनै प्लेटफर्ममा like represent गरेर नेपाल भनेर कराउन पाउने. So that was my biggest motivation. मैले चाहिँ पहिलेदेखि चाहिँ सोचिरहेको थिएँ कि केही त गर्नु छ, नेपाललाई कहीँ त represent गर्नु छ. अनि I felt like supranational was the platform I was searching for after हाम्रो सन्तोष sir won the third runner-up title. किनकि male pageantryमा I think supranational अनि अरू जुन चाहिँ पेजेन्ट्रीहरू छ त्यसमा चाहिँ नेपालले प्लेसमेन्ट ल्याएको I think रेयरै छ. अनि टप 5 मा आउनु भनेको त एउटा बबालाई अचिभमेन्ट जस्तो लागेको थियो. अनि उहाँको हाइप पछि चाहिँ आई रियलाइज्ड मेल पेजेन्ट्री पनि छ अनि मेल पेजेन्टमा पनि राम्रो गर्न सकिरहेको छ नेपालले भनिसकेपछि एउटा त्यो मोटिभेटिङ फ्याक्टर पनि भयो, एउटा नेपाललाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्ने कुरा पनि भयो. एन्ड सिन्स म ENVOGUEमा पनि लाइक एक्सपिरियन्स त गेन गरिसकेको थिएँ नि त मोडलिङ कम्पिटिसनमा. सो आई अल्सो वान्टेड टु एक्सपिरियन्स पेजेन्ट्री पनि. अनि आई वेन्ट देयर. उहाँको चाहिँ झन् इन्टेन्स हुन्थ्यो हाम्रो ट्रेनिङ सेसन्सहरू. कम्पिटिसन यस्तो बवाल हुन्थ्यो किनकि लाइक यु वर सेलेक्टेड अमङ द बेस्ट नि त, द बेस्टमा पनि बेस्ट भएर निस्किनु थियो. अनि त्यसपछि आई थिङ्क त्यहाँ गएर चाहिँ फाइनल मोमेन्टको कुरा गर्नुपर्दाखेरि चाहिँ लाइक अब कि विनर हुन्थ्यो कि त फर्स्ट रनर अप भन्ने थियो कि हाम्रो चाहिँ लास्टमा कि. अनि अब शिशिर वाग्ले भनेर नाम आइसकेपछि चाहिँ म एकछिन सक पनि भएँ. अनि एउटा के पनि भएको थियो भन्दा नेपाललाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्न पाउँछु भन्ने चाहिँ आफ्नो मनमा चाहिँ खुसी पनि थियो. एन्ड साइड बाई साइड चाहिँ अब नेपाललाई बोकेर पनि जानु छ. सो आई हेभ टु डु इभन मोर, अझै बेटर गर्नु छ भनेर त्यो अलिकति प्रेसर पनि मैले लिएको थिएँ कि. अनि त्यो विनिङ मोमेन्टमा चाहिँ के भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि आई डिडन्ट हर्ड माई नेम. आई हर्ड कि अब मिस्टर सुप्रानेसनल विल बी रिप्रेजेन्टिङ नेपाल भनेर मैले नेपाल मात्र सुनिरहेको थिएँ क्या. अनि त्यो चाहिँ अति नै सरियल थियो. त्यो आउट अफ दिस वर्ल्ड एक्सपिरियन्स थियो मलाई भन्नै पर्दाखेरि. अब नेपाललाई इन्टरनेसनल प्लेटफर्ममा रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्न पाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ एउटा सपना नि पुरा हुँदैछ. अब होपिङ फर द बेस्ट, उहाँ पनि राम्रो पर्फर्म गरौँ होला. हजुरहरू सबैको सपोर्ट त चाहिहाल्छ होइन त्यो एट द एन्ड चाहिँ. अनि सक्दो सपोर्ट गर्नु होला. अनि यही हो मेरो एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ.
I feel like your journey is a testament to the fact that like winning a title does not mean that your journey ends there.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning of a better and a bigger journey.
So beauty pageantमा चाहिँ
is it like similar? Did the training that you received from Supranational, was it similar to what like Hoff provided us?
So it was somewhat similar. तर हाम्रो पनि walking and personality सबै हुन्थ्यो. I think हफले दिएको पर्सनालिटी ग्रुमिङ एभ्रिथिङ वाज समवट सिमिलर टु हाम्रो पेजेन्ट्रीमा पनि. तर पेजेन्ट्रीमा चाहिँ के पनि हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि युआर नट गोइङ फर योर सेल्फ मात्र के, यु हेभ टु डु समथिङ फर द सोसाइटी. एउटा सोसाइटीलाई केही गर्छु भन्ने खालको इन्टेन्सन पनि हुनुपर्छ. किनकि एज अ होल यु आर सम वान अ पब्लिक फिगर अर कोही हुन्छ कि त्यो जितिसकेपछि. एन्ड यु हेभ टु सो लाइक समथिङ द्याट यु आर विलिङ टु डु फर द सोसाइटी एज अ होल. त्यही भएर पेजेन्ट इज समथिङ you're not doing for yourself, but you're doing for yourself but for the society as a whole पनि त्यो पनि गर्नुपर्छ. and the personality, the way you speak and everything matters then.
And I also feel like the burden is heavier, right? Because at the end of the day you're representing the citizen of an entire country.
Yeah.
And not just yourself.
Yeah. त्यो चाहिँ डिफरेन्स चाहिँ मैले फिल गरेको कि विनिङ अब उता सुप्रामा नेसनल लेभलमा कम्पिट गर्दाखेरि आई वाज कम्पिटिङ मसँग मात्र. आई ह्याड टु विन, म के बेटर गर्न सक्छु भन्ने होइन. त्यसपछि त अब आई हेभ टु वर्क फर नेपाल के. त्यति बेला आई वाज विनिङ फर माइ सेल्फ टु रिप्रेजेन्ट नेपाल. नाउ आई हेभ टु रिप्रेजेन्ट नेपाल. त्यो बर्डन चाहिँ छ.
So time management skills is what kicks
yeah. तिम्रो फ्युचरको केही.
Graduate from law and then I think I'll come back to Nepal and then start like my professional career here. And also I'm aspiring to take part in beauty pageants.
अब मेरो पनि सिद्धिँदैछ लको. So we both are undergrads होइन. म चाहिँ ग्रेड चाहिँ भनौँ.
We both are in the same field.
Yeah. हाम्रो Nepali society is still lagging behind in case of like modeling like राम्ररी लिने हैन प्रोग्रेसिभ छैन हाम्रो सोसाइटी अझै पनि अनि यसमा चाहिँ मेन भनेको चाहिँ आई थिंक व्हाट पास्ट एक्सपिरियन्स टट अस त्यसलाई नै लिएर मान्छे अगाडि बढिरहेको छ बिकज पास्ट एक्सपिरियन्स वाज नट गुड नि त मोडलिङ फिल्डमा अनि त्यही भएर चाहिँ अझै मान्छेमा चाहिँ यो कुरा आइसकेको छैन कि मोडलिङ फिल्डलाई पनि करियरको रूपमा राम्रो लान मिल्छ भन्ने आई बिलिभ अब सोसाइटी प्रोग्रेसिभली चेन्ज हुँदै गएको छ अनि प्रोग्रेसिभली अब मान्छेको मेन्टालिटी पनि यो इन दिस रिगार्ड चेन्ज भइरहेको देखिरहेको छु मैले अनि अहिले चाहिँ आई थिंक यो फिल्ड पनि अलि सेफ भइसकेको छ जस्तो लाग्छ अनि पिपल हेभ स्टार्टेड टु एड्याप्ट लाइक यो फिल्डलाई पनि अहिले चाहिँ करियरको रूपमा लिइराख्न सक्नु भएको छ तर वी आर जस्ट इन दिस स्टेपिङ स्टोनै भन्छु म फर्स्ट फेजमै छौँ जस्तो लाग्छ इन केस अफ मोडलिङ एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ त्यो भएर आई गेस इट विल टेक टाइम मान्छेको सोचाइ पनि परिवर्तन हुँदै गइरहेको छ वी आर बिङ एजुकेटेड एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ हेज प्लेड अ भेरी भाइटल रोल आई थिंक एउटा स्पेसिफिक टाइम भन्न सकिँदैन तर सिइङ द प्रोग्रेसिभ चेन्ज इन सोसाइटी आई थिंक 10-15 years डाउन द लाइन यो फिल्डमा पनि धेरै नै चेन्जेस आउँछ
एन्ड आई फिल लाइक a little bit of change here and there is already there. So like I feel like House of Fashion Nepal is one of the pioneers to introduce inclusivity and diversity in modeling, right? So अहिलेको हाम्रो यो जुन theme छ You Matter, it is a very important and a very practical theme because I feel like अहिलेको यो सोसाइटीमा यस्तो डाइभर्स चेन्ज भएको छ हाम्रो सोसाइटी यस्तो डाइनामिक सिफ्ट भएको छ नि पहिला भन्दा अहिले त्यही भएर विथ द चेन्जिङ डाइनामिक्स अफ द सोसाइटी आई फिल लाइक हाउस अफ फ्यासन इज अल्सो अड्याप्टिङ इट सेल्फ
मेरो हाइट साइडको क्राइटेरियाले गर्दाखेरि जसलाई चाहिँ एट द एन्ड यो फिल्डमा प्यासनेट छन् नि त्यो आइरहन सकेको छैन अनि आई थिंक एउटा पोइन्ट अफ टाइममा आएर अब सपोज उसलाई देखेँ सो नेक्स्ट टाइम म जान्छु आई थिंक यसमा नि करियर रहेछ वा केही हो भनेर एउटा इन्फ्लुएन्स चाहिँ गर्न सकिरहेछ जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई हाउस अफ फ्यासनको यो
एन्ड आई अल्सो फिल लाइक पिपल feel a sense of belonging and inclusivity when they see people like them, you know, being, you know, shown in media, having a voice, right, talking about what matters. So I feel like when people of diverse background, right, come in the field of modeling and they achieve something, right,
I think that's the beauty, right,
for the entire society as well.
That's so beautiful. Nida हाम्रो एक्सपिरियन्स गर्यो अब अनभोग 9 लाई जन त्यो यु म्याटर भन्ने खालको कुरा आइसकेपछि आई थिंक that is kind of like motivation for the people who are like suppressing their interests towards you अनि ओभरअल एउटा स्मल स्टेप लिइरहेको छ हाउस अफ फ्यासनले एउटा पर्सनबाट अर्को पर्सनबाट अर्को पर्सन यो चाहिँ स्मल स्टेपबाट ठुलो चेन्ज आउँछ भन्ने चाहिँ म बिलिभ गरिरहेको छु
किनभने आई फिल लाइक यु क्यान अल्सो सी बाई द नम्बर अफ एप्लिकेन्ट्स यु नो वेन दिज मोडलिङ इन्डस्ट्रिज they come up with these competitions, right, inclusive diverse competitions. I feel like the number of applicants is also so much higher than what it was before when there was an eligibility criteria, when there was limitations and restrictions placed on people. So I feel like our society is heading towards the right direction and ENVOGUE season 9 ENVOGUE season 9 is also, you know, bringing in a radical shift and a radical change in our society's perspectives towards modeling. And I actually like feel very happy to be a part of this organization that like, you know, that believes in so much of change and diversification.
So once you're in a competition, एउटा प्रेसर त आइहाल्छ दिमागमा हैन because you are there to compete अनि कम्पिटिसनमा प्रेसरै लिएन भने आई डोन्ट थिंक त्यो कम्पिटिसन हो भनेर म मान्दिनँ त्यहाँ गएर चाहिँ आई थिंक यु शुड लर्न फ्रम अदर्स एज वेल अनि आफूलाई केही कुरामा एडभान्टेज छ भने त्यसमा मात्र मलाई एडभान्टेज छ भनेर नबस्दा बेस्ट जस्तो लाग्छ किनकि I may have some flaws, you might be better than me in something. So I think मेरो flaws लाई हेर्नु भन्दा पनि उसको क्वालिटिज मैले के एडप्ट गर्न सक्छु वा मसित के क्वालिटिज छैन मैले के एडप्ट गर्न सक्छु त्यसरी नै गयो अनि साइड बाइ साइड एक अर्कालाई हेल्प गर्दै गयो भने त आई थिंक त्यो आफूले सिक्ने बुझाउने कुरा पनि हुन्छ साइड बाइ साइड त्यहाँ गएर रमाइलो पनि गर्नुपर्छ के जस्ट फर द सेक अफ म जित्छु जित्दिन भन्दाखेरि नि रमाइलो गर्ने एक्सपिरियन्स गेन गर्ने जितिन्छ हारिन्छ आफ्नो ठाउँ कुरा छ या फेलियर इज लर्निङ प्रोसेसै भन्छु म चाहिँ
I mean, I believe that you are your biggest competition and nobody else. So like stop comparing yourself with other people. Stop comparing your like body, your qualities, your personality to somebody else's, because that's just going to make you miserable and sad.
Yeah.
Instead, try to focus on how to better yourself, how to, you know, gain as much information and try to groom your personality. And like on the way, I mean, you will definitely get noticed, because that is what shines at the end of the day, right? And I also feel like, you know, people are going to be there who's going to pull your leg down, or who's going to, you know, comment on how you look, how you are, you know, as a person. And they're also going to take you as a competition. But I feel like don't be affected by all of that. Just do your duty, which is, you know, go to the training classes, try to learn as much possible. And then just like try to show that in your, you know, day-to-day personality. I feel like that shines.
So about mental health ko कुरा आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ अब just what I did or what I do currently is like म चाहिँ meditate गर्छु and I visit temples and everything, which मलाई चाहिँ mental peace दिन्छ. Friends, familiesहरुसित भेट्ने बेला भेट्छु, कुरा गर्छु. I think अब त्यसरी mental health चाहिँ अब मैले चाहिँ peace चाहिँ त्यसरी पाइरहेको छु. So I love going to places, temples specifically. म भजन गर्छु, म meditate गर्छु. त्यही हो मेरो त. I think त्यही solution हो जस्तो लाग्छ. I think अनि don't keep remaining work for tomorrow भन्छु म. किनकि आज भ्याएको छैन भोलि भ्याउँछु भनेर राखे, भोलि नि भ्याउँदैन, झन् प्रेसराइज भइरहेको हुन्छ.
Don't procrastinate.
Yeah,
do your work on time.
Do your work on time.
I feel like mental health is like one of the important factors of your well-being, and it is equally important as your physical health and your emotional well-being. So in terms of your mental health, I feel like all the participants of ENVOGUE season 9, you should just like focus on what is gonna, you know, make you happy and how you're gonna better yourself, rather than focusing on, you know, what others might think, or, you know, how society is gonna view you. Because obviously there are two, you know, aspects of a society. There's a positive and a negative aspect. If you're getting successful, if you're achieving something, society will praise you. But at the same time, there's going to be a section of the society that's going to, you know, pull you down. That's always going to criticize and comment. So I feel like just instead of focusing on the bad, try to focus on the good and try to do your karma. And that's how I feel like that. I mean, that is how I try to conserve and preserve my mental health. Such outlets are given to models frequently. It is also important to, you know a model's perspective as to how the industry is, as to how, you know, they overcame certain, like, you know, weaknesses that they have. I feel like it's also equally important to learn the perspective of the model and not just how the modeling industry is, because we are the lenses, right, of the modeling industry. So it is equally important to know our viewpoints as well. So I feel like such like opportunities to speak in the media, to, you know, voice out our opinions is important, and I feel like more such opportunities come in our way.
Yeah, overall experience was good. I hope हाम्रो इन्टरभ्यूले पनि केही न केही लाइक रियालिटी देखाएको छ होला, बिकज हामीले जे फेस गरिरहेको छ तिमीले भने जस्तै टाइम एन्ड अगेन यो इन्टरभ्युजहरू डिफ्रेन्ट मिडिया पर्सन, डिफ्रेन्ट मोडल्सहरूको पर्सपेक्टिभबाट पनि ल्याउनुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ. बिकज हाम्रो चाहिँ अहिले मोडलिङ फिल्डलाई यस्तो नराम्रो लिइरहेको छ कि मान्छेले जस्ट अब एक दुईजना दुई तिनजनाको पास्ट एक्सपिरियन्सले गर्दाखेरि यस्तै छ फिल्ड भनेर भनिरहेको छ. आई थिङ्क अनि एट दि एन्ड हाम्रो जस्तै मान्छे ल्याएर उहाँको एक्सपिरियन्स सेयर गरेर चाहिँ वाट एक्ज्याक्टली इज मोडलिङ फिल्म राइट नाउ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ बुझ्न नि सकिन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ. भेरी ह्याप्पी टु बी अ पार्ट अफ हाउस अफ फेसन नेपाल. अनि सिजन 9 सक्सेस को चाहिँ कामना गर्छु. त्यति नै हो. इन्टरभ्यू वाज गुड. थ्याङ्क यू सो मच.
Nepalkhabar.com